Bueno, muchachos, calmados, calmados. Antes de ir a entrenar, vamos a ver un video que es clave. Estos muchachos son increíbles. Los americanos lo llaman el Dream Team.
Wake up, world! 10 of the NBA's most versatile players have united on this one-of-a-kind home video, the Dream Team. It's an all-American collection of high-flying NBA highlights and behind-the-scenes video profiles of the team selected to take on the world. The Dream Team is available wherever NBA videos are sold.
Ay, ay, ay.
Welcome to Game 1 of the 1991 NBA Finals. We're going to take our friends and fans on a trip into Dreamland. Magic and Michael. Holding an alley-oop pass underneath the...
Oh, it's good! Yes! Yes! Yes!
Jordan. Oh, a spectacular move by Michael Jordan. That's 13 consecutive field goals.
The Bulls have stunned the Lakers here in Game 3 in overtime.
The Chicago Bulls on the verge of taking 3 out of 3 from the Lakers in Los Angeles. And the Bulls beginning to celebrate. They have swept through the playoffs.
The Bulls have won it, and let the celebrations begin in Chicago. The Bulls are the world champions.
We did it. It's been a long struggle. We're going to be back here next year for another long struggle.
As they opened the 1992 season, the Bulls found themselves in an unfamiliar position, standing atop the NBA. And from that lofty vantage point, they saw clearly what lay ahead.
World champion Chicago Bulls!
As a team, I think all of us understood that we had a great challenge ahead of us because the crown's on your head, the chip's on your shoulder, and people are going to try and knock it off.
And forward from Clemson.
We knew that every team was going to come out and try to dethrone us, if you will, and we just wanted to stay on top.
A 6'7" forward from Central Arkansas.
Everybody we played was, up and geared up and ready to play us, ready to bring us down.
The man in the middle from San Francisco.
There was a lot of pressure on us, a lot of expectations for us that I think that people really expected us to win.
That's 6'2" guy from Notre Dame.
We found out early that they shoot for you a little differently when you're the champion.
You came out knowing that you're going to face a challenge every night. So we came out with a focus in mind to duplicate, if not exceed what we did the previous year.
He drives in, and it's Michael! Here's Scottie Pippen to Michael Jordan. What a finish!
If the Bulls felt any pressure, they didn't show it. They played from the start as if their storybook season of a year ago had never ended.
The season.
Reeling off 14 wins in their first 17 games, they began as the league's hottest team and simply refused to cool down.
Here comes Jordan to Pippen. Yeah! Wow!
We're trying to focus on winning streaks. Get a 3 or 4 game winning streak here. Forget about a loss. Come back, get a 3, 4, or 5 game winning streak the next time out. That's the way you have to play this game, and that's kind of our focus.
Chicago's success had always focused on Michael Jordan, but this year, more than ever, he would share the spotlight with another superstar.
Jordan with it. Pippen all the way. Blocked by Pippen. Scottie on a break.
People started taking notice that this wasn't a so-called one-man team, that there was another guy by the name of Pippen.
Pippen to the hole. Oh, what a jam by Pippen.
He, more than anyone on our team, played with that arrogance.
McDaniel. Blocked out of bounds. Scottie Pippen.
Once you become a champion, you got to walk, you got to carry yourself out like a champion.
And with Pippen and Jordan strutting their stuff, the Bulls ran opponents off the court.
Michael to his left, gets it, slams it.
We get Michael and Scotty going.
Here comes Jordan, behind the back, Pippen. What a play, what a play.
We're unstoppable.
Pippen, oh yes sir, showtime, Michael Scotty.
You just can't concentrate just on one person, because if you do and you're trying to watch the left, then the right's gonna put you away.
Here comes Jordan to Pippen. There is a highlight, man.
It's like poetry in motion.
Michael with a quick step, thinks it goes to Pippen.
The fan inside you takes over, and you just sit there and watch him.
The rest of the NBA could also do little more than watch as the Bulls steamrolled through the league.
To Michael! Oh, beautiful work!
As though Pippen and Jordan captured the headlines, there were other Bulls who were quietly contributing.
Horse is our workhorse.
And his brand of work is straightforward in nature.
Blue collar.
Nice pass inside for Horace Grant, who throws it down.
Hard hat, lunch bucket.
Horace is there again, gets the rebound, puts it away by Horace Grant.
Playing his part to perfection, Grant epitomized the Bulls' selfless credo.
I mean, if we're going to do it again, we're going to have to all do it together again. That's been our philosophy, and it's our team focus that will give us all our individual success.
Unified by their common goal, the Bulls were bound together more tightly than ever.
We're role players, basically. You try to fit your talents in, and you got to root for one another.
Williams slammed up. Cross court, Haji open three.
Everybody that comes in has something to offer this team, has a strength.
Together, the Bulls overpowered opponents and made it look easy.
They're going crazy at the madhouse on Madison. Oh, nice. Oh, yeah! Tries to spin. Does. Grant with the block. And here come the Bulls. Here they come on the run. Oh, yeah!
Piling up win streak after win streak, the Bulls stampeded into the All-Star break with the league's best record. And even in Orlando, they continued to shine.
The head coach of the Eastern Conference All-Stars, Phil Jackson.
His tongue is out. Craig Hodges has won his third consecutive shootout title.
The second half of the season would prove to be no different than the first. Their play was as devastating as it was dazzling, and expectations soared higher than ever. But again, they would shrug off the pressure, continue to win, and have fun doing it.
Just one of the greatest feelings when you're out there and everything is clicking, all cylinders are rolling, and we're just one of the toughest teams to beat and one of the greatest teams to watch.
Go with it! Go with it! Oh, Scotty! And alley-oop to Dale! Tomahawk!
You don't know where that ball is going to go. You don't know where the pass is going to come from.
Inside, Scott Williams almost pushed out of bounds.
And it basically just destroys the other team because they're always calling timeouts, trying to figure out what they can do.
Jordan! Oh, yeah. Where did he go?
We're winning ball game after ball game after ball game.
You see the time running out. He lets it fire. Yeah!
We felt like kings.
Jordan to Horace to finish.
We felt
Bang, bang, bang!
indestructible.
Highlight. Oh, yeah. Poster! I don't believe my eyes. What a play. Oh, yeah. Oh, Williams wide open. The Bulls have now clinched home court advantage throughout the NBA playoffs. This place is going crazy, Red. You got it.
With a season full of cheers echoing in their ears, the Bulls readied themselves for the postseason. With a near-record 67 wins, they had clearly established themselves as the overwhelming playoff favorite. But it had been a long year of defending their crown, and they knew that a fresh set of challenges awaited them.
Well, I got an ample warning from various friends and coaches around the league. You know, the pressure's all on you guys, and you know, you've got to have pressure to play not to lose rather than play to win sometimes when you're the champ.
Their first opponent was a team with nothing to lose. Making their first playoff appearance, the Miami Heat could not have been more excited to face the defending champions.
Sometimes, but Pippen is going to stay with Glenn in most cases.
We was very confident that we could, sweep through Miami. But we knew it was going to be a struggle for us. No matter how well you do against a team throughout the regular season, the playoffs are a different challenge.
As had become their trademark, the Bulls took to the task ahead of them with single-minded efficiency.
Jordan drives again. Counted in the foul. Mike Boone Jordan. Left cross court. Purdue. Big Will hammers it home.
You can't afford to exert energy playing 4 or 5 games against Miami. That's a team that we had to go in and beat 3 straight and get on to the next round, because you don't know what's going to happen up the road.
After taking both games in Chicago, the Bulls looked to complete their sweep in Miami. For the Heat, just making the playoffs was cause for celebration. But as the game began, Jordan quickly stole the show as he staged a one-man scoring exhibition.
Oh, beautifully done! Be ready to help with Jordan now. Comes off the bench, be ready to help.
But no matter what the Heat tried, Jordan was not to be stopped. Going over, around, and through defenders, he poured in an incredible 56 points to lead the Bulls emphatically into the second round.
Here's Jordan. Wow!
This is the prime time. This is the best time of the season. Regular season was a step to this point. You got to elevate your game. And I feel I have. I feel I have to continue.
Following their decisive first-round knockout of Miami, the Bulls would step into the ring next with a tough and hungry contender from New York. The Knicks awaited the Bulls with a brash game plan in mind and dreams of a championship in their hearts.
Pat Riley, he says, believe we're going to win. We didn't work hard for 7.5 months just to get past the first round.
From the opening tip, the tone of the series was set. Knowing that they could not hope to outrun the Bulls, the Knicks would attempt to overpower them.
I don't know what happened.
Up there.
Yeah.
He thought him on purpose.
Yeah.
You guys are running away from your offense. Don't run away from your offense.
Frantically trying to regroup, Chicago struggled to counterattack, but New York always seemed to have an answer. Chicago had been taken by surprise, and as the Knicks continued to work their strategy to perfection, the Bulls were helpless to stop them. A stunning upset would belong to New York as they dealt Chicago a humbling defeat on their home court.
Okay.
Game 1 had been a rude wake-up call.
Okay. Now remember the energy that got us here. We've got to rebuild the momentum as you guys had your little thing. You got about half an hour here with the momentum.
But in Game 2, Pat Riley's troops could no longer rely on the element of surprise. Now it would be the Bulls who would dictate the tempo as they worked their offense to perfection.
Here's Paxson spotting up for 3. Yes! The shot clock finds BJ again. He looks inside. He's double teamed. Splits it in the lane. Hangs. Hits!
In this game, the Bulls would play the role of aggressor. Beating the Knicks with quick hands.
You like that call, right, Mace?
And quick feet.
Coaching step up. BJ with a steal. He's going to race against Anthony. Back to... What a play by BJ! Timeout, Knicks. Listen to this crowd.
The Bulls had regained their championship form. And as the series shifted to New York for Game 3, they continued to outrun and outplay their slower opponents.
Pippen comes up with it on the run. He's bumped. Drives to the hole. Lays it in.
The Bulls had repulsed the Knicks' attack, and taking a 2-1 series lead, they seemed ready to dispatch their tormentors. But though the Knicks were down, they were far from out.
People think because the Bulls are up, we're supposed to lay down and die because the Bulls are the world champion. We're supposed to just lay down and just let them do whatever they want to us. Hey, this is a game. This is a man's game.
You know, all we want is what they have and what they are. That's what championship teams are about. They got to take on all comers.
And the Knicks would prove to be an unexpectedly rugged contender.
They came out, they were being the aggressor and trying to initiate confrontations. And all of a sudden you knew it was going to be a long series because they found a real comfortable style in being aggressive.
The Knicks' war of attrition was beginning to show its effects.
They were physically beating us up. And then it got to the point where we started getting mentally tired.
Battered and bruised, the Bulls were becoming frustrated. And as Chicago seemed to weaken, New York grew stronger.
What you have to understand is that they were playing some good basketball at the time. That was a bad thing, is that it'd be different if they were coming in and just trying to beat us up and not playing very well, and they weren't getting good performances out of people over there, but they were.
Taking 2 of the next 3 games from Chicago, New York would even the series.
Yes, and it counts! Oh, we are seeing one of his extraordinary...
The stunned Bulls would be forced to head home for a decisive 7th game.
Who would have thought it would come to this? The 7th game between the Knicks and the Bulls?
The Knicks' ambush had taken its toll. And the Bulls were feeling the pain and the pressure.
The whole season was riding on that one particular game. And my proclaimed dream team, you know, one game, 48 minutes from now, could all be over with without us having a chance to repeat.
For the first time, the Bulls' quest for a second title was in doubt. A loss now, and their magnificent season would be remembered only for unfulfilled expectations.
No tomorrow. Let's go tomorrow. Let's go. Hey, let's go for it all. Play with that back to the wall. Let's go. What time is it? Game time!
They had underestimated the Knicks' resolve. But with their championship on the line, the Bulls were at their determined best. Relying more on force than finesse, the Knicks tried desperately to muscle their way back into the game. But the focused Bulls were undaunted.
X is one of those players that tries to go out and intimidate you, and I wasn't backing down from his intimidation.
I go both ways. Don't start. Don't start. Hey, don't start. I'm telling you.
Now, McDaniel wants a piece of Pippen. Jake O'Donnell.
There comes a time we have to make a stand, and we had to make a physical stand against New York.
Now Jordan and McDaniel's face. And there's a technical on both teams.
When I spoke up for Scotty at that particular time, it was the support of the whole team, not just myself, that we believe in you. We're not going to let someone come in and actually try to take what we feel you have. And, you know, you got to be strong as well as we're going to be strong beside you.
It was good on his part, you know, to have a teammate or someone to be able to step in and say, hey, no more BS. We're ready for anything you guys ready to decide.
Fortified by their unity, the Bulls decisively took control of the contest.
Here's Jordan, splitting through. Jordan with the steal. And then it's stolen by Starks. McDaniel chased by Jordan. It's a clean block.
Closing out the series, Chicago gratefully put this unexpectedly grueling test of their championship medal behind them.
The Chicago Bulls have defeated the New York Knicks 110-81.
I think the New York series did a lot as far as finding out what we were really made of. It tested our characters to see if we could respond to adversity.
Well, I think this team has outstanding character. I think they understand how they have to support each other, both mentally and physically. But I think the character ultimately sets this team apart from the other teams in the league right now.
While New York had tried to overpower Chicago, Their next opponent, the Cleveland Cavaliers, would now try to outwit them.
We had a great deal of respect for Cleveland, not because they were going to come in and knock our blocks off maybe like the New York Knicks did, but because of their basketball skills and ability and their size.
The air of invincibility that had marked the regular season was gone.
Chicago 0 for 11 tonight. They have yet to hit a field goal.
And the Bulls would again be forced to fight for their survival. Unable to solve Cleveland's disciplined half-court offense, Chicago resorted to a relentless inside assault led by Michael Jordan. But playing at this tempo was playing into Cleveland's hands. And after 4 games, the series was knotted at 2. With neither team giving ground in Game 5, the series was still either team's to win. But that was about to change.
It's one of those series that went back and forth, until we finally read their team. And if we get a chance to adapt our game and read a team, it's over for us.
With a quarter left in this pivotal game, the Bulls were ready to make their move. The starters would begin the assault.
The Chicago Bulls on fire.
But the bench would finish it.
B.J. Armstrong left-handed and put it off the window. B.J. with 9.
With B.J. Armstrong and Cliff Levingston pushing the Bulls' attack into overdrive, the Cavaliers simply couldn't keep up. Needing just one more win to complete their long journey back to the finals, Chicago was relentless.
Tonight, the game we've all been waiting for. You got a classic basketball game with 2 very desperate and determined teams.
Though Cleveland fought valiantly, the focused Bulls methodically closed out the series.
Oh, what a look from Jordan finding Grant. Chicago Bulls are headed back to the NBA championship round.
So I think it was a mission that we'd be at Portland to play for the championship. But along the way, we had to get through those other obstacles, and we did. Not easily, not in a pretty manner, but maybe it's a test of character that the team was still able to regroup itself despite disappointment and get here. And I think that's who we are.
As the Bulls waited to play for their second straight title, Michael Jordan took time to collect a second straight award of his own.
3 MVPs, 6 straight scoring titles. You are simply the standard by which basketball excellence is measured. Congratulations.
With their MVP leading them, the Bulls were ready to take on the Trailblazers.
Good evening, basketball fans, wherever you may be. Welcome to the NBA Finals.
Here we go. Portland and Chicago. It was almost inevitable. They were the favorites in November, and now they meet in June. We're all ready for this game, and the noise level here at the stadium will soon be earth-shattering.
The Bulls trying to do what few have done before, and that is repeat.
Let's go, boys. Go, man.
The Trailblazers on a mission, trying to prove that they belong.
The world has been waiting 2 years for this matchup. The feeling that we have right now is like bungee jumping, standing on that tower, standing on that bridge. It's all down, baby. Let's play. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Do you have any questions at all? Just play the game, we'll referee. Have a good game, guys. Have a good series.
Having completed their arduous journey through the playoffs, the Bulls entered the finals with a feeling of relief.
Jordan, baseline jump pass. Simmons with a slam game. There you go, Keith. Take a seat. I got it.
But with Terry Porter starting them off, it was the Blazers who broke quickly from the gate.
Lost the dribble off his foot. 3-on-2 for the Blazers. Drexler all the way. So Portland beginning to fly all over the court. Porter with the open shot. And the Blazers have hit their first 7 field goal attempts.
Chicago would find its rhythm in the person of Michael Jordan, who was about to answer the Blazers' hot shooting and much more.
Jordan with the steal, eluding Ainge. Yes.
Don't fly, let's go, babe.
Now Jordan posting up, goes to the fadeaway, through the foul, it counts. Jordan eluding Robinson. Yes.
Oh, he is on fire.
Unleashing a new weapon from his arsenal, Jordan single-handedly took over the game.
Jordan for 3 more. Hits. Boy, when you're hot, and when you're not, you're not. And that young fella is hot.
Come on, let's go now. Come on, we need a spurt here. We got to defend them. Let's go. We got to get back and defend them. We got to get good shots out here.
Despite the Blazers' plans, on this night, no defense in the world could have halted the aerial barrage to come.
Jordan for 3. He is hot. Woo! Well, Michael has gone to a new weapon.
Jordan would drill 6 3-pointers and drive a stake into the Blazers' hearts.
Pippen, 2 men to beat, drives to the basket, with the left. No, Michael Jordan! Jordan, with his magic carpet, threw it down. He's everywhere. He's everywhere. He's in a frenzy here. Got a Jordan flag, another three. Oh, no! I don't believe it. 3-pointers from Jordan. What in the world is going on?
There's Jordan for 3. Yes! Did you see that look? Michael indicating he can't believe it.
He feels it. There's nothing else he can say other than the man feels it and lets us know.
This is the greatest performance, maybe ever, in the single half, playoff, or in the history of this league.
Chicago fans had witnessed one of playoff history's most spectacular performances. And the second half would be merely a curtain call.
He wants to run. 4-on-2 break. He leads Horace Grant with a slam jam. What a start for the defending world champions of the NBA.
As the Bulls completed the romp, the story of the night was, of course, Michael Jordan.
I started running for that 3-point line. I felt a great rhythm. It felt like a free throw, really, from that distance.
The only thing you could just sit back and say, ah, and wow, and woo, just like a little kid out there, everything he threw up, he hit.
He was hot, and we all knew it. He knew it, and he just was going to go out there. I don't think he was going to miss from 2, from 3, or from half-court range. He just had that feeling.
There's a lot of series where a game goes like this the first game, the second game's totally different. It better be different. I know we're better than this, believe me.
Entering Game 2, the Trailblazers optimistically hoped for a new beginning, and their strategy was apparent. Every time Jordan had the ball, he would find himself surrounded by Blazers. An emotionally charged Portland team tried to overwhelm Chicago with sheer hustle.
Cranks up the long jumper, air balls it wide right. Drexler dives on the end, and Buck Williams scores! And that may be the wake-up call for the Blazers. Deflected away again, and a tip and a stripped at midcourt. Picked back up by Portland down court. Drexler over! Bill Cartwright with a thunder slam! And suddenly, Portland showing more muscle than they have in the past.
We got to get the ball moving. We're standing around, taking looks. Get that ball, move it. Not making them work hard enough on defense.
To ignite their sputtering offense, Jordan began to set up his teammates. Coolly picking apart Portland's defense.
Cross-court pass, backs it open for 3. Did it again! Did it again! Jordan just holding the ball, dribbling with the right hand, signaling with the left, starts his move, wheels in the right corner, hits and fires a 3, and scores! Bobby Hansen of all people buries a 3. That's the end of the third period. It's a Bulls 77, Portland 70.
The fourth quarter would see Jordan begin to look for his own shot. And as they stretched their lead to 10, the Bulls seemed to have everything going their way.
Now there's a steal by Pippen, foul in the backcourt. And if it's on Drexler, that's 6. It is. Clyde is fouled out.
It just gets worse and worse for the Trailblazers.
Nothing in my mind told me that this team would be able to stay with us without a leader like Clyde Drexler. It was just right there saying, you guys are going to win this game. Just finish it.
But finishing the Blazers would prove to be more difficult than it seemed.
I'll call him MJ, and it's 4 on Michael.
23 in the back.
Oh, Jess Kersey just called a technical on Michael Jordan.
That was not a true statement, but you were talking about me, and I don't talk about you.
Jordan's temper had flared, but it was Portland that would catch fire. Playing with renewed passion, Portland charged back into the game, and the stunned Bulls could only sit by and watch.
With the scoop. Oh, boys. He's beating Kersey, and they've tied the game.
And the air suddenly has gone out of the sellout crowd at the Chicago Stadium.
Having squandered their lead, the Bulls again looked to Jordan.
Underneath, Jordan, bang, scoop, score!
Oh, he was facing the other way. He was facing the opponent's basket.
Here is Butler. Yes! He's tied the game at 97.
All right, here we go. It's down to this. 13 and 2/10 seconds to play. Michael, one-on-one. He takes the move, stutter step move, pull-up jumper. Off the rim, no good. Rebound, Portland. We're out of time. Overtime in Chicago.
The seemingly impossible had happened. The Bulls had lost control of the game, and even in overtime, they could not get it back. With Danny Ainge leading the way, Portland would steal the game and the precious home court advantage.
Ainge moves, gives cross-court back to Terry. Back to three from the left side, and scored! And that might be a backbreaker with a minute and a half to go. Suddenly, it's Portland by 6. Way to go, baby!
Oh, what a pass from Porter, finding Ainge. And the Portland Trailblazers with a dramatic come-from-behind effort.
It's a great game. We had every opportunity to win it, and I'm sure we're going to look back and rue this a little bit tonight.
I think they gained a little bit momentum from the technical foul that I received, and that from that point on, it just kind of went downhill.
This one was just a little hard to take because, we just really gave it away.
After Friday's stirring come-from-behind overtime win, Portland has achieved what most experts said they needed to. Split the first two in Chicago and come home even. Big concern by many people, Bulls' ability to bounce back after the devastating loss in game number 2. Did they have enough time to get themselves straightened out?
The Blazers gonna smoke those Bulls!
The Portland Trailblazers are 8-0 in this building in the playoffs.
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde or Sybil or whatever, boy, you just don't know which Bulls team is going to show up for which game.
It's not going to be the guy who scores the most points going to win this series. It's the team that's going to win the series. The best team is going to win the series. The best team is us.
I look for Portland to win the next game easily, Joe.
We built a circle around ourselves and said, we're going to stay in this circle, and no matter what goes on outside of this circle, we're not concerned with it. It was our time to really go out and shine and open up this series the way we should have did, the way we wanted to do.
Let's take care of business. Let's go.
Entering Portland's den, Chicago was all business, and building an early lead, they quickly showed the Blazers that Game 2 was only a memory.
Jordan, drive by Fox area, this side, turn around, puts it up, he hits.
Paxson, yes! John Paxson
Shot the ball very well. Started that in. Get back in. Possession by possession now. Come on now.
Raising their intensity, the Blazers made a statement of their own.
Kersey, Porter, Drexler up the middle, he jumped! Rip City, baby! That gets the crowd going. Drexler goes in low on the block to Duckworth. He bumps and bangs, drop steps on Cartwright, put it in, and good! Oh, Hogan! It's settled in! Oh, my!
With both teams having made their run, the Bulls held a narrow lead. Now the game would settle into a shifting struggle of competing strategies.
Post up! Don't stand out here and watch him! Cut through it! Get some activity going!
Left side, Kersey whips it baseline, Drexler open for the hanging jam!
Get your hands out. Get ready for an interception.
Back to Porter, shoveled pass to Robinson, one step to the left. He lost it on the way up, stolen away by Pippen. Pippen on a break, 3-on-2.
Oh, my!
Scoops and scores!
You're rotating.
I'm in the post. I'm in the post. The lead is 11. Paxson out front, spins away from Porter on the dribble drive. Gives to Michael Jordan, posting up on the right side. Jump shot at Drexler's face, and he scores.
With less than a quarter to go, the Bulls held grimly to the lead. But the inevitable Portland run was still to come.
Now the Blazers trying to poise themselves to make a run. And the crowd comes pumping back to life.
Because of the comeback made by the Blazers in Game 2, the Bulls know this team can come back.
Over to Ainge. Ainge fakes a three-pointer, gets to the foul line, puts it up, drills it with the right hand. Danny
off the front of the rim. Rebound, Williams, long late pass to Drexler. Now to Kersey, who fumbles, gets it back, and lays it in with a reverse layup.
Chicago wants to talk about it.
Boy, this is a carbon copy of Game 2.
Here they come. You're rotating. All right, so you got to hold off in here. They're going to let them beat the hell out of you, so you might as well get used to it and just be strong.
With this crucial game on the line, the Bulls looked for strength inside themselves and each other. This time there would be no letdown. They were ready.
Here's Duckworth, blocked by Grant.
Fakes right, drives left, rolls it up for a walk.
Drexler on a move against Pippen to the baseline, runs into him, offensive foul on Drexler.
Jordan dribbling down the clock underneath. Horace Grant wide open, slams it down.
To Michael, he shifts gears down the lane, ducks in, layup, got it. Jordan ducking inside.
Ainge cross-court bounce pass, stolen by Paxson away from Porter. And Paxson lays it in. And this one is all but over in Portland. And the crowd heads to the parking lot here in the City of Roses.
The Chicago Bulls going up 2-1 in this best of 7.
As they prepared for Game 4, the Bulls were once again feeling relaxed and loose. The pressure was now on Portland, and Chicago could breathe a welcome sigh of relief.
That's bad sound. That's bad sound. Clang.
Remember what your mindset is for this next game coming up. Rest and recuperation.
All right.
Game 4, let's go!
Cruising to an early lead, the Bulls maintained their upbeat mood.
Yes! 3-on-2, Pippen with the change of pace.
Yeah! Blow him out! Blow him out!
Scoring at will against the reeling Blazers, the Bulls looked to end the contest early.
And the Bulls really putting it on the Trailblazers in the early going.
But what had started as confidence began to turn to carelessness. Unable to recapture their rhythm, the Bulls were suddenly struggling.
Well, that was un-Jordan-esque because Michael Jordan's tired, Joe. There's no question about it.
With fatigue setting in, the Bulls' grip on the game was loosening, and the Blazers began to smell blood.
Overplayed, goes in low to Scott Williams, got around Cliff Robinson, and is fouled hard. Pushed him.
That is a personal foul on number 3. That is a flagrant foul, penalty 1 on 25.
Jerome Kersey's dramatic foul brought the Blazers to a frenzied pitch, and the Bulls began to get a nightmarish feeling of deja vu.
Blazers executing flawlessly now, and the Bulls had a sink. Underneath, Horace goes up, blocked by Cliff Robinson, and Robinson tears it out of there. Great defensive play by Robinson.
And the Bulls have become unraveled here.
Michael Jordan thought he had tied him up.
You get in the championship round, and you're playing over 100 games in 8.5 months. It's a grind. I don't know how to explain it. We've tried to put a team away we haven't been able to do it.
I don't think they can get their bodies to do it because their minds are not telling their bodies. And the mind, Joe, controls the body.
The biggest challenge that we had was within ourselves, fighting with ourselves to try to maintain that edge. And that's been the case, basically. We've been fighting with ourselves.
3-on-2. Porter gave it back. Drexler.
Winning
time, it's usually Jordan time, but it hasn't been tonight.
So the Trailblazers tying the series at 2.
Well, we had that game in hand and let it slip. That's the way we feel about it tonight, that we let a great opportunity pass us by.
That's what it is. That's what all over to say, it's another game they gave away. But let them keep giving these games away. We'll take them.
We found out in this playoff that it's been a roller coaster, one game up, one game down. But this team has never lacked confidence. That's been a mark of this team, being able to bounce back when a little adversity has hit us.
Pippen, quick drop, step around, Porter slam jam. And now Michael fires a three and scores.
Pippen with the step and the bucket. Beautiful move. Here's Jordan on the pull-up. Yes.
Ball batted up in the air, stolen by Pippen. Pippen brings it down, 2-on-1. Jordan on the right wing. Pippen and jams over Drexler.
Everything's working for Chicago.
With Pippen and Jordan leading the way, the Bulls began Game 5 as if every possession was their last.
Jackson, yes! Jordan setting up Cartwright, yes! Oh, what a rejection! Yeah, boy! Blazers on the move, Drexler, he turned it over.
Blazers in the early going look unsettled.
A technical foul called on Buck Williams.
Tell him to keep his mouth shut. You stop talking.
Portland's fans could only watch in despair as the Bulls dismantled the Blazers.
Side fadeaway jumper, he scores.
Oh, Michael turned an ankle, slipped.
But Chicago would face some anguish of their own.
The franchise is sitting down on the bench holding his left ankle.
Bill Jackson better talk about this.
Get yourself under control, both of you. We need you.
And Chicago going through a little bit of a gut check right now.
But even with their leader sidelined, the Bulls refused to falter. In this game, Chicago would not give Portland any second chances. Portland was helpless before Chicago's onslaught, and it only got worse.
Here comes Jordan back in, still favoring that ankle, but he's going to play some more. Wheels it out back to Jordan. Michael fires a three. He was open. He buries it.
A dagger! A dagger!
With Jordan providing the finishing touch, the Bulls' triumph was complete. They had regained control of the series.
Take it back to the city.
And they were going home.
And the defending world champions are one victory away from making it 2 NBA titles in a row. This is the 104th game of the year for the Bulls, including the playoffs and regular season. That's a long, long haul, and it could all end here this afternoon.
As they approached Game 6, the Bulls looked to become the first Chicago team in almost 30 years to win a championship at home, to become only the 4th NBA franchise to win back-to-back titles, and to end a personal quest that had tested their spirit and their will.
Last year was a honeymoon. It was a kiss of the beloved almost. This year's has been an odyssey. It's been a journey filled with travail and pitfalls, and it's been tough. It's been a real hard road.
And as the game began, it quickly became clear that once again Chicago would be traveling on treacherous terrain.
Pass stolen by Porter. 2-on-1 out of Drexler. Drexler slams it to the left side.
Fighting for their playoff lives, the Blazers came out determined not to let Chicago celebrate at their expense.
This is Portland's brand of basketball. They have the tempo going in their direction.
And it's all happened because of their hard work.
Here's a steal by Jerome. Mercy, he's been everywhere.
Jerome Kersey with a magnificent first quarter, and he has really hurt the Bulls.
Kersey had ignited the Blazers, while the Bulls struggled to find their own spark.
Boys, let's go! Come on now!
Now Jordan starts to walk the dribble to the right side. Drexler reached out to push him. Jordan drives to the basket. Double pump, lays it up short. No good. Ball knocked out of bounds by Michael. Paxson goes inside to Cartwright on a bounce pass, high post right. He bumps, wheels in on Duckworth, forgot the ball.
Joe, Chicago is in disarray. They're not.
Paxson down inside to Michael Jordan, overplayed, tipped by Drexler to Porter, down the right side to Clyde Drexler, gives to Kersey for a freewheeling slam jam.
Chicago has to really be careful, Joe, that they don't dig too big a hole here.
With over half the game behind them, the Bulls found the hole deepening, and the Blazers were getting ready to bury them.
Hard foul! He is taken up.
Blazers right now just hammering the Bulls into submission.
Blazers with their biggest lead of the night.
Look at two teams that you basically at some point in the third quarter knows which team is going to win. I don't care what kind of heroics they might have in mind. And I don't think Chicago can pull this one out. I really don't.
Where Jordan gets it. Michael on Kersey and Porter. Blocked underneath by Drexler.
Wide, Drexler blocks the shot attempted by Michael Jordan.
Game 7, if necessary, will be played right here Wednesday night in Chicago. At this point, it certainly appears it will be necessary.
Once again, Chicago faced the prospect of letting a pivotal game slip away. In just 12 minutes, the series would be tied, and the weary Bulls' championship fate would be at the mercy of a single game. They knew that the time was now, and as they had all season long, they would find strength when they needed it most.
When we've been put down, we've always responded well, and when we're down, we're at our best because we have an understanding on our team that in order for us to win, we need each other.
Chicago down by 15, start of the fourth period.
Look at Chicago's lineup. Second team with the exception of Pippen.
Porter Hanson fires a three and scores.
Bobby Hanson, that's one reason he's in there. Kersey dropped the ball, got it again, and Hanson stripped him of the ball. Gets it to King. King coming in, and he's annihilated inside. The Bulls asking for a flagrant foul.
The referee has called a flagrant foul. They'll shoot these free throws and get the ball out of bounds on the side.
Pippen backs in on Drexler. Turn, double, triple team, spins through it and lays it in.
Oh, that was an unbelievable shot.
So the Bulls have come out roaring at the start of the fourth, and are doing it without Michael Jordan on the floor.
You got into the situation where you got some momentum going now. Just keep playing hard.
Low to Pippen, who's posted up on Drexler. Spins to the baseline, puts it up and in.
The crowd is going nuts. Right now, Chicago on a 10-2 run.
Drexler double dribbled the ball. Pippen bothered him. CJ in the paint, bubbles, gets it back, turns, shoots, scores! The lead is down to 5. Not back to BJ on the right side, down low to Stacey King. King backs in, knocks down Buck Williams, turns, shoots, scores!
Do you believe this? Chicago in the midst of a 14-2 run.
And Jordan re-enters the fray.
Having all but erased the Blazers' lead, the Bulls were on the verge of completing one of the greatest comebacks in finals history.
It's Drexler, foot fake, starts to move, beats Clyde inside, floats up a floater and scores! It's a one-point ball game. Michael Jordan!
The championship trophy was almost in their grasp, and fittingly, Pippen and Jordan would help them reach out and grab it.
Superman back in the building! Superman is back in the building!
Putting the Blazers behind them, the Bulls brought their long championship journey to an end.
Feel it, they can smell it right now. They're seconds away from winning back-to-back world championships.
Their second title run had been even more demanding than the first, and now they could finally enjoy it.
Time running down, the Chicago Bulls have won the NBA championship for the second straight season.
And let the celebration begin here in the Windy City.
Chicago Stadium is going wild, as you can imagine.
The Bulls have repeated.
Let the party begin.
One is great, two is almost impossible. Congratulations, Chicago.
It's the happiest moment to the hometown clinching since back in 1938. And we're told they are bringing the championship trophy to the floor, and when the trophy makes its way out here, they will go wild.
Unbelievable as they come back out to an adoring crowd, and nobody has left the building.
I've never seen Michael like this up on the scores table.
I've played on some teams with some guys who always cared about themselves, and I can say one thing: this is the best bunch of guys I've ever played with, and the most unselfish bunch of guys that I've ever played with.
We have a good mix of guys that like playing together, and we enjoy the game of basketball, and we love to play it as a team together, and it's won a few things for us.
Everything was tough, but we withstood it, held together, held firm, and here we are.
So this is very satisfying to come through this process. We've learned something about ourselves, coaches and players together.
We faced the challenge of trying to defend what we accomplished last year. We went through a very, very long test all season long, and today we stand tall.
Michael Jackson is the king of pop. He's fine! Alright. Get back. It's right. Stop you. Cousin, bang! We dance, you just break it down. Just feel the feel. Man can't stand still, sort of like me. He's got all the moves. We got you up now. You know you got you. Keep going on. Dig it. Yeah. We ready to play some basketball.
Chicago Bulls admit that this is the biggest game of their basketball lives.
Here comes Tuffin.
Jam, here comes the man, hot damn. The B-boy stands with an upper hand. Making funky tracks with my man Michael Jackson. The smooth criminal hat, the man is back, so relax. Mingle, jingle in the jungle. From rush to door, 3 and 4's in a bundle. The blind first, I cool like a fan. Got a Janet, then a guy, never Michael, cause that ain't possible.
Jam. Jam.
Jam.
1, 2, 3, jam. 1, 2, 3, jam.
It ain't too hard for me to jam. It ain't too hard for me to jam. It ain't too hard for me to jam. It ain't too hard for me to jam. It ain't too hard for me to jam.
Jam. Jam. Jam.